In this video, we're going to be talking about what an equation is and how to use it to help us solve real-world problems. So the first thing you're going to want to know is the definition of an equation. And really all an equation is a way of saying that two things are equal to one another. So below is an example that you're probably familiar with. We have this formula or equation that says that the area is equal to length times width. And that's for finding the area of a rectangle. So in this example, we have a rectangle with a length of 3 meters and a width of 5 meters. So I want to see if this formula works. So in this case, I know that 3 meters is my length times 5 meters my width, and 3 meters times 5 meters is 15 meters squared. And all this is saying now is that 15 meters squared is equal to 3 meters times 5 meters. Now, in our next example, we have that Jerry earns twice as much as his friend George. Assume the variable J replaces Jerry's money and G represents George's money. So what I'm really looking for is, can you guys create an equation based off of a story or based off of some clues that we give you? So right here, I know that Jerry earns twice as much as his friend George. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create an equation that says that J is equal to 2 times G. So whatever George makes, Jerry has to earn twice as much as that. So let's go through an example or a specific scenario to see if this actually holds up. So we want to see, well, what if George earns $150? How much will Jerry earn? So what I did here was I switched out the variable G with 150. So I replaced that over here. So now I have that J equals 2 times 150. So what this means is that 2 times 150, well, I know that's 300. So Jerry earns $300, and that's equal to 2 times 150. So I know that this equation works. Over here, we have a different equation. And what this says is it always snows 7 more feet a year in New York than it does in Kansas. We want to assume that the variable K stands for Kansas snowfall and N stands for the New York snowfall. And what we're going to do is create an equation using this information. Now, I know that the New York snowfall, that variable N, is equal to the Kansas snowfall plus an extra 7 more feet a year. Now, what we want to know is, what if it snows 8 feet in Kansas? How much will it snow in New York? So all we do is we substitute our variables, and as you know, our formula above was N equals K plus 7. If it snows 8 feet in Kansas, then we rewrite our equation. N equals 8 plus 7. So 8 plus 7 is 15. So 15 is equal to 8 plus 7. So I know that this is true.